3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? It's your boy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with
Tyler Blaker.
And what do you do? What did you do?
So I got top 16 at Philly Regional past Saturday, playing pure snake eye.
What makes your deck stand out different than anybody else's?
I mean it's pretty cookie cutter for the most part, and nothing really like too crazy. I mean there's like some spicy stuff in the extra deck and side, I guess, but we'll talk about when we get there.
All right. Well, then let's get right into it. Any shout outs or anything else you want to say before?
Yeah, shout out to Akardsky, my team, leader of the team. So gotta represent. There was other members there at the regional too. They didn't do so well, but yeah, shout out to the team. Want to appreciate everyone for what they do. Shout out to Aaron, the actual captain, but since he's on a leave, taking over things for the time being. But yeah, appreciate everyone on the team. And then shout out to Unmatched Gaming, best locals in PA. God, yes. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, let's get right into it.
All right, so monsters, 3 witch, pretty standard. 3 ash, it's also pretty standard. Double poplar, and then oak. And all that stuff's pretty standard. You should know the ratios by now. And then 1 snake eye Diabel, and then 2 Flambridge. This card's actually crazy.
I was gonna say, so what do you do? What are people using this one for?
So since you're doing the Hope Harbinger line, you keep this on board because it's an 8, and then in the combo you go through both Flambridge and then you overlay both of the Flambridge for Hope Harbinger. That's if you even get to that, because everyone's playing 15 plus hand traps now, so most of the time you're not really getting to the full combo anyway. But if you get to full combo, you're already winning anyway, so it's just better just to have a negate on top of everything else.
Do you ever side it out?
No. That if anything, the second Flambridge gets sided out just to put more room for like hand traps and other going second cards.
All right.
Yeah. So for the hand traps, 1 nib. This is just for cross out. Didn't need it all day. I never got nibbed the entire tournament, but I just needed it just to be on the safe side. 3 ogre. This card was insane. I was actually doubting this card at first, but this card actually came really clutch, especially against the Ubel matchup, because just hitting the Nightmare Pain and Nightmare Throne's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. Triple Ash, just, standard.
Yep.
Moonlit, Veiler, and then last hand traps, obviously Triple Imperm. This is all just pretty standard, and everyone's pretty much playing these hand traps at this point. So that's it for the monsters and the hand traps. Onto the spells. Triple Wanted, obviously, just consistency cards.
Damn, the rarity zone.
Yeah. You know how I get. 1 original and then 1 temple. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. 1 for 1. Just need to play it, and then 2 talents. I didn't want to play 3 talents. Just because if I run into Runic, this card's never going to be alive ever. And then obviously there's games where you just don't get hand trapped at all, and it's just a dead card in hand, so it can be a discard fodder, but that's about it. Triple Bonfire, pretty standard, and then the last 3 cards is just triple cross out, because everyone's all playing the same hand traps, so you just need to be able to make sure that your cards go through pretty much.
Yep.
So 42 card main deck. Onto the extra deck.
Sounds straightforward.
Yeah. 1 anima. Can't play Link Freebo anymore, so you gotta play something. 1 Hida, 1 dark. 1 Pit Knight early. This was a last minute decision between this and Nightmare Cerberus. I just needed a flex spot in the extra deck. I figured this would be good with Zealantis and SP pointing to it, and then be able to negate stuff at the same time. Never came up, never summoned it the whole tournament, but it's just good in theory, and it's also a fire, so you can summon it with IP if you're under Princess as well. So yeah, so pretty straightforward. Nightmare Phoenix, and then IP and SP, pretty straightforward. This is what you're usually summoning most of the time off of IP anyway. There was only 1 time that IP summoned Nightmare Phoenix, which it was co-linked with Zealantis, but that was the only time that happened, and I still lost that game anyway. So 1 Celine and 1 Princess. I almost wanted to play 2 of this just because of access code. So, because in the normal Witch Ash combo, you go through this, because you use the Ash the Poplar and the Witch in order to hard mate this, because Witch is spellcaster, obviously, and then you can, if you have enough spells, obviously you bring the Witch back, make Appaloosa, and then you have the original, you set off the Witch, and then you just play from there. And then Princess is obviously Princess, Raging Phoenix, Access Code, Zealantis, and Appaloosa. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Obviously you need to play Raging Phoenix, Zealantis for the OTK. And then the last two Extra slots is the Hope Harbinger that I alluded to earlier, and then the Typhon. I only summoned this once against Sharts round 2 because I just bricked really bad, but unfortunately he also bricked, so it just worked out.
All right.
And then the side deck, I played 2 more Nibiru, just in case run into like Sword Soul or some janky combo deck that it just loses to. So yeah, we played 2 of that. Never sided these in at all. So this is probably gonna get cut, especially post info. This card just gets a lot worse. And then we play 1 Magna, 1 Druis, 1 Baldrake. The only times that these came in was against Ubel and Voiceless Voice, and then this did wonders against Voiceless Voice. So that's it for that.
I assume most people not playing Baldrake. Do you think you would have taken out Baldrake for another Druid's Worm, or do you think Baldrake actually was better in this situation?
No, I think Baldrake's better, just because people don't read the effect to banish something if you tribute or layer dark. So sometimes it just catches people off guard. And then Call by, Triple Cosmic. I didn't respect Runic enough, but I wanted to have at least something to deal with, like the back row and like Runic Fountain and just like other random back row. Triple Droplet. This card was insane. This won me my round 6 matchup against Rescue Ace Snake Eye. Just because being able to turn off his Turbulence and then just being able to kill him afterwards is just crazy. And then the last 3 cards is D Barrier. It was between this and Skill Drain, and my thought process was if Tenpai sees Lightning Storm or Harpies, Skill Drain loses to that, but D Barrier doesn't. So just being able to flip this and call Synchro when they chain that is just usually GG's from there. Because some of them aren't even playing the Princess and the Raging Phoenix Zealantis line. So if you just call Synchro, they're usually just cooked most of the time anyway.
Do you have any changes you're going to make to this later with the upcoming format, or do you see this deck getting like hit at any time soon?
The deck should get hit, considering most of Top Tail was all Snake Eye, whether it be Fire King, Pure, Rescue Ace, you name it. So this deck should get hit directly, but if they don't for whatever reason and they just lost their marbles, then the Fiendsmith stuff that's coming out in info makes this deck a lot better, because you can put up Caesar or any ranked sites before you actually go into your regular combos. So that's also pretty good. Yeah, it loses to Droll, but I mean, honestly, it is what it is. Like, if they draw you, like, yeah, sure, then you just witch, pitch, whatever, and then just combo off of that anyway.
All right.
So, yeah, so that's about it. The matchups were round 1 was Infernoble. Round 2 was Sharts. Round 3 was Voiceless Voice. The first couple of rounds, you don't really play against real decks, so it was like round 3-4 when I started playing real decks. Yeah, round 4 was Tenpai, 5 was Ubel, 6 was Rescue Ace Snake Eye. That was the first game 3 that I went to all day, because every other person I 2-0'd. Round 7 was Nara Tenpai, and then 8, 9, and 10 were all Snake Eye mirrors. I lost to 2 of the mirrors, but then I beat the last one the last round, so 8-2 finished, so we got 15.
Oh, still great overall. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you guys back here on the channel.
Peace out.